is up, YouTube? It's your boy Jordan A. In the building for a little bit of a break from the last of us too. Controls. Got my hands on Dragon Quest 11 today, which is definitely a throwback for me. I'm still playing through Final Fantasy 11 Remake, which is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. But Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I'm gonna say I'm stuck on the Ghost Boss fight, even though I only fought the thing twice. I just can't overcome it. But it's beautiful. I don't think that we're gonna stop. I've been playing RPGs since the NES days, Nintendo Entertainment System, robots, 8-bit.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't
First
it?
role-playing game that I started on, and I actually completed.
My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you
Back
see.
in the day, YouTube, it was Dragon Warrior.
As long as I can
Dragon Warrior 4
remember,
was the
he's been
first one,
preparing me
5
for this
chapter,
day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks.
You know, the story started off with you as
I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief?
Chapter 1, and if I'm not mistaken, it was I think his name was Tulum. And all he wanted to do was open the store, so you had Tulum and you had a little
Well,
hill,
not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey.
I believe was Elena Christos and Bray. Chapter 3, I think this is a pair of twins. Chapter 4, I can't remember. Chapter 4 could have been Tulum. In Chapter 5, you
Come on, then.
take control of the hero from the beginning of the game.
Oh.
You amass this 8-man party, and you go out and you slay the main monster. And that's where the slides come from. And I played those backwards. I played Dragon Warrior 4 first.
They're
Then I
coming
went
this
back to
way.
the original Dragon Warrior, which was basically your character that you control, and that was it, against one monster at a time.
Get him!
Even counting
Crumbs!
even counting
Go on! Crikey! Get him!
But I went from Dragon Warrior 4, 6.64 points. And I got a herb. Dragon Warrior 4.
Crikey!
Which, like
I wasn't
was
expecting
a large
that.
party. Then I got into
I
Dragon
know they
Warrior
were only
1,
little,
which was
but
definitely hard
I'd
to
have been
get through
done for if you and
you
Sandy
controlled
hadn't
one
been here.
character, and you only fought one enemy at a time, and you had to grind. You know, you couldn't just go into certain areas. You go into
And now we've got to go through that horrible, dingy cave. Just our luck.
So,
I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well,
so it was Dragon Warrior 4, then I went back to Dragon Warrior 1, finished that. Then I went and got my hands on Dragon Warrior 3. And shout out to my homie Tony. I can't remember what Tony's last name is, but Tony was a Polish kid that lived in North Camden and Northgate 1, which, you know, he looked like he was all Caucasian. And one thing about my city, Camden, New Jersey, white people don't live there. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, they used to live there, but they all moved. You know, Camden, New Jersey is 65% Hispanic, Dominican, and 33% African American. The other 2% is made up of the Asians, you know, a few Jamaicans or whatever. But like when I say there's literally no white people in Camden, New Jersey, that's a fact. You know, it's to the point where the police, if you are Caucasian, they can and will. It's my item bag is empty. Equipment bag. But if you are Caucasian walking around the city of Camden, the police, Metro will stop you, grab your ID. And once they grab your ID and it says you don't live in Camden, because Caucasian people don't live in Camden, they will issue you a ticket for loitering with the intent to obtain or purchase an illegal substance. It's really the only reason why people come through Camden, you know, not just Caucasian, but a lot of nationalities, you know, come through there to get dope. You know, it's an open air drug market, but it's my city and I love it. But like I said, I kind of went through everything backwards. Dragon Warrior 4, then 1, then 3, and then I went back to 2. And like I said, 1 was one character only that you controlled and you fought one enemy. One enemy at a time. You had to grind on certain parts. Dragon Warrior 4, you had the massive party. You know, 8-member party. You could switch in and out whenever you wanted to. Then I went back to Dragon Warrior 3, which was a 3 or 4-man party. If I'm not mistaken, Dragon Warrior 2, you had a 3-man party.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Yeah, I got a long history with this franchise. I started to work like I was saying,
Phew.
to the PS2, but I just didn't get into it. They was my Final Fantasy days at that time. 9 is on the Nintendo DS, a system that I did own. But I never got with it. And then Dragon Ball 10 was MMO, so I didn't deal with it. So, I missed quite a I just didn't, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna mess with it. But
Well done.
level up, new spell learned. Nice. Freeze. Nice. But I've been really, really feeling. Haven't played the romance that way. Get stuck in this fight. So just made a side move to my game. And even if it turned out really watched it, decided that it was some new Age game coming out July 17th. Tsushima Ghost or whatever, which the brand's not even it's just I love the show games.
Crikey. Tough little blighters, aren't they?
But playing through Final Fantasy, leveling up, even though Final Fantasy 7 Remake to me is incredibly linear.
Get him! Crumbs! Go on! Get him!
6 more experience points. Take all these little side quests. See what they got going on. I can already say though, like, the game looks like an animated cartoon, but the combat is just nostalgic, just turn-based and tag and defense and different things like that. It's I don't know where
Don't give up! Get him! Crumbs! Go on! Phew.
That's probably not true. I don't think it's been about 20 years. That's probably not true. I had a couple. I had Dark Cloud on the PS2, but that's more like an action RPG. Not to mention all of the Final Fantasies. I've played and finished every Final Fantasy, with the exception of which one haven't I finished?
Cool.
I haven't finished
Look at all
15.
this fog.
I'm still playing. The Xbox, I'm still playing.
Help! What? Cole! little blighters, aren't they? I'm so proud of you.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those
What in the world is going on? But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really are.
Like my heart is. I don't even
Not far to the top now.
How I'm feeling, but I'll tell you what. This is something that I'm
Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it?
The story so far, there's no. I know I gotta get to the top of this thing right here. Maybe somebody just skip some years ahead. But just to comment on it. So I really didn't need to add something like this. Big, huge, big. I didn't need to add this to what I'm already going through. But I just.
Here we are at last.
Last year, JRPG right here. This is definitely going to scratch my itch. Sushi.
It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that?
Now I'm fighting another boss right now, which I only fought once. It seems like Tsushima is not grabbing me. You know, like the way Soul Stage grabbed me. The Soul Stage. They didn't know. Maybe a little more than that. And I said, I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not doing it. The hell with it. Took it back. The next day, 24 hours later, And GameStop gave me full credit. I spent, I spent a few bucks.
We're alive.
Dark Souls. When Dark Souls.
How? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like.
Try because I feel like I can get into these games. I bought Dark Souls 2 and the strategy guide. Nope. Took it back the next day. It was like, well, we can't take strategy guide. But I'm like, man,
look,
take this damn show.
the mark on your hand.
Damn game. Read about how to finish it. So they took it back, and I ended up getting Dead Space 2.
Huh?
And a Dead Space 2 strategy guide.
It stopped.
That was more.
Well, we can worry about that later.
But when Bloodborne.
All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what
I. For it.
No, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony.
Yeah. This is gonna be it. And I bought it, played it for about an hour, started to get that feeling.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home.
Back to it the next day and something happened.
Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear.
That was all I needed. Man, I finished Bloodborne in about a month, a little more than a month.
Blessed are we since days of yore. Let it be so forevermore.
Then when Dark Souls 3 was announced, before Dark Souls 3 was announced, I went back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, and I bought that. Worked my way up to the boss.
Wow! Look!
Could never pass it. Then Dark Souls 2 came out, I jumped right into Dark Souls 3. I'm still playing it to this day, 70 plus hours in. But I did go back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, and I did run through it. I haven't gone back to Dark Souls 1 yet.
It just goes on and on and on.
And when Demon Souls is remade, which I think they are making a remake,
whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at... We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back. Well, there's no doubt about it. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have... You're still young. And I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little... Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure you mu...
Come on, you.
It's just this whole hump, you know what I'm saying? I remember that, one of the biggest things that excited me about playing Dragon Ball 4, even the Dragon Ball series, it's the excitement of coming to a new town. Come to a new town. First thing I wanted to do was go see, the weapons guy. And it was always like simple stuff like ice sword, fire sword, crystal sword, black sword, white sword. Just a bit of an upgrade to your weapons. And back in those days, when you upgraded your weapon, you couldn't tell that you had a new sword. You understand? You couldn't tell that you had your character did not change. PS5, Xbox Series X generation of gaming. After I finished Dragon Ball, Final Fantasy was up next, which, I remember that my buddy Tony, that's a shout out to Tony, he was telling me, he was like, man, you had a problem when you see a character like with his weapon,
Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him.
That's what the order. That's the order. The order is Dragon Order 4, Final Fantasy 3.
We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tour, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for.
Mr. Quest, Final Fantasy 3. We didn't get 4, 5, or 6. After that.
But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Like... Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age. The truth is, there's something I've been... It's... How can I put... You're the reincarnation of the loop.
Okay,
What?
Plot point.
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All he said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital. He seemed to think that if you did that, anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this...
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be...
Nice. I've never seen my dog like this before. Like she is literally like sitting at the base of the television in front of the entertainment center. She's like watching every bit of it. Now she's sniffing my headphones. So plain clothes. Yeah, just taking a look around a little bit. She told me I could leave or what? Where is she? There she is. Alright, so I guess for a little walk. Walk there. People setting off fireworks in the area. I guess the first person to stick in. It's just a little pink dot. It's a little pink dot. Just put something in there. This was a little girl right here.
Oh, can't sleep either. You remember this tree? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad. So, You know, I always imagined we'd spend our... That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. I remember the story Once upon a time, long, long ago, when it was all over, the luminary turned into... That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to hell... Listen, we should both be getting back. Goodbye, old friend.
That music, that's, that's a lot. My heart fluttered a little bit.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine... Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome what... Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your... Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? But don't take too long. The whole village...
We'll end up with this now, then I'll start another video on our way to Heliodor.